Well, I'm at Four Pines Hostel, and we was here last night and did a jambalaya for some hikers, and I'm getting ready to interview one here now and get you his name and where he's from. Tell me what they call you on the trail, your trail name.
My trail name is W.
W.
Yeah.
And you told me that you got that because your last name starts with W or first name?
My first name it's Werner, and my second name it's Wagner. So the first letters are W's.
Okay, W. And so somebody just said to make it easy, they just call you W.
Yeah, somebody gave me the name. For him was it easier to tell me W.
Yeah.
Because Werner, it's in German,
Right.
was a little bit hard for him.
And what town are you from, or where in Germany? Where at in Germany?
I'm the part of, it's in Bavaria.
Bavaria.
It's in the city, it's called Nuremberg.
Okay. Now, how long had you been considering or thinking about coming here and hike the Appalachian Trail?
My visa runs out in 6 months, and I think...
But how far back, how many years ago did you start thinking about this?
About 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But I can realize it in 2017, yeah.
So you did a lot of planning and thinking about this?
Yeah, at first I thought my dream was to walk a long distance hike. And then I separated some of it. In New Zealand is one, in Argentina it's a long distance hike. But I decided for the Appalachian Trail because the community and the people, it's like similar in Europe.
Had you seen the documentary over in Germany? Most Germans I speak to that come over here had seen a documentary.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I saw it because if you are interested in the Appalachian Trail, you read about the Appalachian Trail and you see TV shows or documentaries, and this is the reason why. But it's not the reason to do the trail. It was not my inspiration.
What was your inspiration?
I like the long distance hike.
Okay.
I like walking.
Okay.
And I like areas which are green.
Green?
Yeah. And I like it to pass different states.
Go through all the different states,
yeah,
14 of them.
It's experience for me.
Yeah.
And so I decided to walk the Appalachian Trail.
Is this the first time in the United States for you?
And not really. For 15 years I was in Hawaii.
Hawaii?
But
well, what about the mainland? This is the first time you've been to the mainland?
Yeah,
okay.
it's the first.
And has it been what you expected it to be? More or less? The whole experience?
In some things, yes, because in Germany I can prepare it. I have a look about the maps, for example. I can see the elevation.
Sure.
But I don't see the ground. For example, in Pennsylvania it's stony.
Oh, yes.
In Maine it's very, you have a lot of deep increase and this kind of things.
Now, how much of this, you've got about 700 miles left.
Yeah.
Do you know of anything that's in front of you that you're looking forward to, or do you just kind of play it day by day to go? Is there any points of entrance in front of you that you're really, other than the plaque at Springer, of course you're looking for that, but is there anywhere between here and Springer that you're looking forward to seeing?
Oh yes, I'm looking to see the ponies.
The ponies, yeah, Grayson Highlands, okay, which are just a few days ahead of you.
Yeah, yeah.
About 5 days.
Yeah.
And then what about the Smoky Mountains? You've heard a lot about that?
Oh yes, I heard a lot about that. At first I was a little bit scared because it's get cold when I arrived. But it's like the same, the whites. A lot of people told to me, oh, the whites, it's very hard and be careful. And I was a little bit scared too. But when I passed the whites, it was not so extremely hard. When the weather is good, it's doable. In
Yeah,
my
you're not going to have any problems. I mean, you're not going to have any problems. I've talked to you enough today and yesterday. You're going to enjoy it because the whites are the hardest part, I think, according to most all the hikers physically.
Yeah.
And you did that early on, so you've got the hardest part behind you. You've got a lot of hard climbing, but you're going to have a great hike. Man, I'm glad we met you and glad we got to talk to you.
Yeah, nice to meet you and nice to talk with you.
Anything else you might want to say to somebody out there that's watching this, that's thinking about coming out and doing the Appalachian Trail?
Oh yeah, you cannot. The Appalachian Trail means you have to suffer. And
Suffer?
Yeah, and in my opinion, it's like a short life. It shows you the life in a short way. You know, for example, you meet people. It's like the same in your real life, but you separate it.
Yeah, you're just short period of time.
Yeah.
You're meeting different groups of people, and you get to meet a lot of different types of people.
Yeah, and for example, in my opinion, Maine was very hard for me. It's the same like in the life. Sometimes you have hard things, and if you do it for a while, then it's changed and it's get better.
Yeah, it gets better. You always got something to look forward to. Okay, the last thing I want to say, you eat some jambalaya last night. First time you've ever eaten jambalaya.
Yes.
You liked it?
Oh yes, it was very delicious.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Well, look, congratulations on everything you've done already, and good luck all the way to Springer.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Have a great day.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, we're here at Four Pine Still, and I've got another hiker here, southbound, and he's got about 700 miles left to go. Give us your name, your trail name and stuff.
Jacob Kahn, and my trail name's Rusty.
Where are you from, Rusty?
North Carolina, but I grew up in Georgia.
When did you start your southbound?
June 13th.
June 13th. Tell me a little bit about what's been going on since you came out here.
So I started trail 3 days after graduating from high school. Have just been having the time of my life and enjoying every step of it. It's a little bit. You gotta get over the first mental block for sure, and but yeah, everything's been going good. You have your hard days, you have your great days.
Now you took a little while off the trail, I believe, a few days, and went back for whatever the reasons. I can't remember what it was. So that wasn't hard for you coming back and picking up kind of where you left off.
Honestly, I was hitting 20-mile days, and next day I came back on trail. So I got off Stratton Mountain in Vermont due to Giardia filter your water, because that sucks.
And you told me you were filtering yours, but you used somebody else's water or what?
Yeah, I was filtering my water, but I was out of water, and a buddy of mine who I was hiking with, he didn't filter his, and I think I'm blaming him. He didn't filter, and I drank his, and I got sick.
Okay. Now there's somebody that has had Giardia and knows the results of that. How much do you want to impress those that are watching this, thinking about hiking the trail, to make sure you filter water?
If you want to be sitting on a can for 3 days, not being able to do anything else other than that, then don't filter your water. But just filter your water. It saves you from that headache and bellyache shit.
Yeah, last night I talked to you a little bit and got some information about you, because we just kind of accidentally met you on the Appalachian Trail a couple of days ago and asked you if y'all wanted to slack pack, and you said yeah. And but you shared something with me I'd like you to share, just for the information that people watch this to try to get a feel of things, because I don't really ask people about the finances much, but you shared some planning, because I asked you what you would tell people if they were friends of yours. Would you mind sharing with me what you told me about how you looked at that, and then how you had planned for that?
Yeah, so when I moved to North Carolina from Georgia, I lived there for about 2 years, and I was really close to a state park, and started hiking every day, and then ended up going into backpacking and did like a 3-day hike and wanted to do more. So somebody told me about the Appalachian Trail, and I did about 2 years worth of research to know what I was getting into and about how much I had to save. Recommended is about $1,000 per month from what I was reading. I just came from high school, so job for me was working for a horse stable, a little bit over minimum wage, and I saved up $3,500.
$3,500.
Yes, sir.
And that's what you saved to do it, and you feel you got enough left. You just told me.
Yes, sir.
And we're getting ready to cut it short because I know y'all late trying to get back on the trail. I will just simply say this now. Rusty lost his credit card and his license, and so that's why we're delayed today. And he's going to get it sent back. It's not going to be a big issue for him. But that's what I wanted to hear, about $3,500, and you feel like it's going to make it and you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, I feel like I've got enough support back home that if I was to run loose, that they would
help you out.
They would help me out.
You have a backup plan, which is good.
I have 2 backup plans. I have family, but I'm going to try to have that as reserve.
I
don't want to use them too much, or
Right.
and if anything, I can work at a farm.
Right.
To get some money back. So.
Okay, well, I appreciate you taking time, Rusty, and we're going to get you to the trail right now, and we'll try to stay in touch with y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I got me some southbound hikers here. It's got a very unique story. Tell me a little bit about your names and trail names and stuff like that.
All right, well, my name's Birdie.
And I'm Toad.
And we're actually hiking the Appalachian Trail for our honeymoon.
When did you start?
We started on June 3rd.
When did you get married?
March 25th.
You noticed I asked you and not him because he may have forgot already.
I'm glad you did, because I'm glad she knew.
I asked a real quick funny story this year earlier when I was filming people like y'all. I asked a guy if he needed to be finished by a certain day. He said, yeah, he was getting married. I said, when? He said, I can't remember the day.
Oh, no.
I said, well, I won't air this. She may see it.
Yeah, maybe cut that part of the film
cut
out.
that, kind of edit that.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your hike and what you've enjoyed, if it's been what you think, and all of that.
I think just being out here and, getting to know how many different people are out here. You get to hear everyone's story, and the community is something really special out here. It's something that, people that, are in their everyday lives, I don't think you can comprehend it unless you're out here, living it, and it's just special.
It just becomes one big family, and it's amazing the people that you meet throughout the whole trail that are just trying to help you and make your experience better, and it's just been really awesome.
Well, when I met y'all yesterday and told y'all was getting ready to hike out, I think, and told y'all we had a guy behind y'all that y'all hadn't seen in a long time, Rusty, who we just interviewed, and we're going to be cooking a jambalaya, and then that kind of stumped your day and decided you're going to spend another night, and I'm glad you did. But what interested me a lot about y'all is your enthusiasm at this part of the trail.
Yeah.
It's almost like you've just started the trail. Mm-hmm. You've got a great attitude. How do you tell somebody what it's like to be able to still be enjoying it now this far in? I mean, you only have 700 miles left to go.
Yeah.
What do you think the key to that is, other than just being with the one you love?
Yeah, I think not having like a set plan, definitely a set date to finish. Obviously, if you're northbound, you have to finish by a certain time. But that was the nice thing about southbound is, we wanted to be home before Thanksgiving, but we realized if it doesn't work out, it's not a big deal. We'll still have family there, and not letting hiking be your job and just going out every day. If you do 10 miles, 25 miles, just enjoy it every moment out here. And
I think a lot of it, kind of adding on, is about flexibility and having little mini goals for yourself every day, but also understanding if you don't meet them, that it's okay. You're out here to enjoy it and take it one day at a time. Sometimes you'll meet the goals, sometimes you won't, you'll fall short, and sometimes you'll surpass them. So you just have to kind of be flexible and celebrate the little accomplishments that you have every day.
like what you were saying, when we were about to hike out, and then you were like, oh, we're gonna cook a jambalaya. Sometimes those are the best times to just say, you know what, we don't need to go out today.
Yeah.
We'll stay another night. You know, there's no rush.
Flexibility.
The Appalachian Trail will be there the next day.
Now, I usually, as soon as I start, spell your name. I should know how to, but I want to make sure I spell it right when I put it on YouTube.
All right, so it's Birdie.
That's what I thought.
And Toad, Toad.
Yeah. Okay, Toad, there's something special coming up in your life pretty soon, and you're excited about seeing the ponies.
Yeah.
And I asked you if there's anything in front of you, and you said you've been looking forward to that for a long time. But you're going to try to do it on a special day.
Yeah, we're hoping to be there on my birthday.
And that is 9 days or 10 days from today?
No, it's 9 days, October 24th.
Well, a happy early birthday
Thank you.
to you. And we've just had a blast yesterday and last night and this morning just talking to you folks, and it's a thrill to see somebody having so much fun at this late in the game.
Oh, yeah.
And I look forward to maybe trying to keep up with y'all somehow. I got your phone number, Birdie, and if we can run into y'all again before y'all finish your hike, we will.
Yeah.
Anything else you might want to share with somebody that's thinking about hiking the trail next year or the year later?
I'd
I say just go for it.
Yeah,
If you think it's something that you want to do, just take the plunge and take the risk and do it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth being out here. We talk about it all the time. It's definitely the best decision.
Is it anything though that you feel like thinking about it that needs to be mentioned, important in planning or anything, or considering like southbound, northbound, or anything like that?
Of course, we are a little biased to the southbound journey, but I think it gives you a good balance of like having the opportunity to be in a group, but also gives you some flexibility with spreading out if you want a little bit more solitude, which is kind of why we wanted to go southbound since we're doing it for our honeymoon. It kind of gave us a little bit more options, and weather-wise is really great going southbound because you're hitting all the fall colors and stuff through Virginia, which is really nice.
Okay. Well, now, one final question, I guess. Will y'all do this every year for your anniversary?
We want to take a week out of every year at least to do some sort of backpacking trip.
And then maybe on the 10th or 20th anniversary do a northbound.
Yeah,
maybe.
Who knows? We're already talking about the JMT, and I would definitely like to do, maybe not the whole Appalachian Trail again, but I don't know, it could be in the future. Definitely other states. Maine would be another cool state to do.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, God bless every step you take between here and Springer Mountain, and congratulations on what you've done and your accomplishments and on your being newlyweds.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Bye-bye.